It's important for me to do CLE events, continuing legal education, and to teach young lawyers, law students, and others about the law and how to become a better trial lawyer. And the reason is I think there's a responsibility for experienced lawyers to pass on the wisdom and the information that we've accumulated over the years. I think that by teaching, by passing on the knowledge, by writing, it helps my practice because it allows people to know what I do, how I do it. It gives them an opportunity to see me in action and determine whether that's a person that's competent to work with in a referral basis or to send them clients to handle cases with.
It's important for me to do public speaking engagements or CLEs. One, and most importantly, because it provides exposure. The LLS group is a huge group comprised of thousands of people, and my name gets to go before them on a daily, if not weekly or monthly basis. The members of the LLS community get to recognize me as a potential expert in the field and have come to potentially rely upon me for information that would be beneficial to them in their practice.
Public speaking is extremely important to me in my practice because it keeps me relevant. Most of my work comes from referral sources, lawyers that know me from my good work in the community or new people that I meet through public speaking. A legal learning series is one of the best ways for me to get out there and meet new people. It really is. I've been working with Robert Friedman in Legal Learning Series now for I think it's 3 years, and the response that I get when I do a lecture for Legal Learning Series is really impressive. I get phone calls and emails back for 6 months out. We do every single year a basic and personal injury boot camp seminar that I do with David Farber. It's great, but the feedback and response we get is tremendous.
The ability to do CLEs, number one, from a selfish standpoint, helps me polish my own skills and my own presentation. But more importantly, what I really like is the interaction with the audience. Whenever I start a CLE or a talk, the first thing I say to the audience is, please make sure you ask me questions because you've spent your time and resources to come here to this CLE and not necessarily to hear me talk, but to have your questions answered. So I think to be able to provide people with quick and immediate answers, and frankly, for lawyers and many times for paralegals, they feel like they might be asking a dumb question. A question that they wouldn't want to ask at work from a colleague or from another lawyer or from another paralegal. They can certainly ask me. And I always offer, and I frequently take calls from people who've been to a CLE with me from 6 months ago, a year ago, say, hey Patrick, I've got a question. I remember we talked about this, but I never asked you about it. I always wanted to ask it, and I didn't want to ask anybody at work because I was kind of embarrassed. So I think it's a great opportunity for people to sharpen their skills, make sure their fundamentals are solid, but ask those questions that they may have been afraid to ask at work or embarrassed to or needed a quick answer to but couldn't get. And I think the CLEs and the series provides that opportunity for people in a very safe environment.